So guys, welcome back. A new week, so I thought we would do another new compact build. For this one, we're going to start out with a bog standard wooden floor. Now the wooden floors, you can use whatever floor you want. For me, because I'm doing a scavenger kind of survivalist build, you would use whatever you've got. So for me, wooden floors are just whatever floor I chose. There's no real reasoning behind it, but again, you can use whatever floor you want. So for this build, we're going to be doing a trader's campsite. That can be like a caravans, level 4 merchants, stuff for like trash can Carla and cricket. They do actually go to the bar. I don't know if they buy anything, but they just stand at the bar and look a bit like an awkward squid. So yeah, the idea for it, well, for me, is because I have multiple settlements that are maxed out with settlers. So like Starla Drive and Red Rocket, Sanctuary Hills, Egrets Tor, and there's probably some others as well. They are my main hubs, so I have more than 4 provisioners leaving them. So for me, it would be logical to have a little area where you can refuel, have a drink, have some food, a little area like a bedroom, maybe 1 or 2 beds in there, not a lot, because I wouldn't have more than 1 or 2 caravans at any moment. Then you would have 1 or 2 tents where the Brahmins would, kind of sit down, take a kip if they want to, blah blah blah. And then on the outside of the trading area, we would have, or campsite, we'd have a little depot. The depot was an idea from Local 4-Pack a couple of months ago. The idea is that travellers would come in, drop off any of their goods, i.e. aid, provisions, food, blah blah blah, weapons and stuff. They'd drop that off, obviously around an armed area, so in proximity to guards, so they can keep an eye on it. Then they would move off to another settlement, and another provisioner going off to a different settlement would pick up that supply and then drop it off elsewhere. That's the kind of idea to the campsite. I know it's long-winded, but I like to explain what I'm doing so you kind of get a feel to the build. So yeah, now the idea behind the compact build is, if you don't already know, they're going to be short in durations, short in physical size, but kind of big in character. Meaning I'm going to decorate them all to the point which I believe is kind of lore friendly. So again, I'm going to start with, as you saw, the structure does look a bit like a prefab. That's kind of the idea, is to make it look kind of normal, that you can if you're not you don't want to build for hours on end, you're not a big fan of building, or you just don't know, you don't have the skills yet, then you can kind of follow along till about till a stop building's tour starts, and then from that point you can decorate it, add to it, change anything you want. For me, from a guide post anyway, I had a lot of different ideas, but I thought it's high up. My logic states, if it's high up, you have a guide post. You can see all the way around. So for this build, the way I finish is I do have a little shack towards the end that's raised up to have it as a kind of a bedroom for travellers. So for you, that could be a bedroom for you, and the main area could be workshops, whilst the outside bit can, be what as you wish. So the idea is that you kind of follow along and change things around and that kind of stuff. I'm going to say this now, I did forget to actually decorate the shack bedroom. Not on purpose or anything, I just completely forgot. I did the recording and baff, just forgot to decorate it. So yes, you can use your imagination about what would go in there. So yeah, now I had a really good idea about a weapons workshop, but I already have one, which is my bus. So again, I kind of used that idea to incorporate little bits here and there, around the trader or bar or stall, to incorporate those ideas. Now I have been doing a challenge, some of the ideas as well. Obviously the depot is from Local 4-Pack. Now one of the ideas is from iStella. Now I'm not watching the video, I'm doing the recording separately, so I can't remember which idea, but I will rewatch it and find out. One of the ideas is to iStella from a Road to Home Play challenge by TheGreatand Formiddable Oz. Again, channels linked below or appearing somewhere up here. And I'll talk about the Road to Home Play challenge as well. But the idea, one of the idea is in there. You'll have to actually look at it to find it. But the Road to Home Play challenge is basically you have to go to Home Play, build a kind of a business, play a home, a way to make money, unique settler, that could be a cat, a pet, robot, that kind of stuff, and a way to make caps. Now, obviously, I think I started late for the challenge, I'm not quite sure. But we're finishing up on that very soon, and I should be streaming again in the probably morning just gone this morning. And I will be streaming again on Sunday or Monday, depending on how Thursday stream went, which is today. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the challenge, by the way, so if you haven't already, give it a gander, check it out. It really does kind of test your imagination. It takes you out your comfort zone, and you have to think about kind of where you're putting things, and oh, I've got to have this there because I want to sell something, you know, I want to have a little area where I can sell like food and stuff, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's really good. I'd go check it out. The channel video, well, the announcement is in my description below. And yes, now I have some form of news regarding another challenge. So I will be doing a challenge in a couple of weeks' time, 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, I'm going to talk about it briefly now, so that you're expecting it in a couple of weeks' time. So the 3 words I describe it are compact, imagination, and initiative, or innovative, let's say. Because a lot of people, or a lot of regulars know, all my builds are quite small in area. Like you see people build a warehouse or a weapons trade, that is massive. Ain't nothing wrong with a massive weapons work. Ain't nothing wrong with that. For me, I like doing small things. I don't see many people do like tiny builds. So that's kind of a hint to what to expect in the challenge. As well as the guidelines itself are gonna kind of squeeze your imagination out. You're gonna have to use every bit of imagination you have. That's all I'm really gonna say about it, you know. Video will be released on it soon. And yeah, so I'm not going to be talking during the tour, so it's going to be quite a silent one. If you want me to talk during the tour and explain why certain things are there, you leave a comment. If you want to see a certain theme of your, or an idea of yours to be built, again, leave a comment on Twitter, YouTube, and I will try to do as best as I can, and I will leave a list of Creation Club content I have installed. A few people have asked on Reddit and Facebook. So yeah, guys, if you like the content, give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And if you like it even so much, you can drop that subscribe button as well. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.
to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
I hope you realize how much you did for me. I knew you'd help us. You came through for us. We won't forget.